If you're thinking about getting into rope access in Australia, this is what nobody explains properly. Everybody talks about the tickets, the money, but nobody tells you what the industry is actually like. How hard is it to get into, and or what the work really looks like day to day. So in this video, I'm going to break down how to actually get started in rope access in Australia, what you need, how much you can realistically make, and the biggest mistakes beginners make. What rope access actually is. Most people think rope access is just hanging off skyscrapers cleaning windows, but there's honestly way more to that. You've got window cleaners, glazing, building maintenance, inspections, concrete repairs, painting, cladding, mine works, shutdowns, oil and gas, and pretty much anything that's difficult to access safely. I've personally worked on glazing jobs, leak investigation, maintenance work, and high-rise access stuff, and every job can be completely different. Some days you're on ropes all day, other days you're barely hanging on at all, so you're mainly just there because ropes are the safest way to access that area. What you need to start. To get started, the main thing you'll need is your level 1 IRATA ticket. That's basically your entry ticket into the industry. The course usually runs for about 5 days and you'll learn things like rescues, rope transfers, ascending, descending, and safety systems. You'll also want your white card and working at heights ticket. A confined ticket can help you too, but you don't always need it straight away. Having a driver's license is also a big advantage because a lot of companies need guys that can travel between jobs or sites. And honestly, having a trade background helps massively. Once you've done your glazing, painting, electrical, mechanical, or inspections, or have any hands-on trade work, companies are way more interested in you because you're not just a rope guy, you actually have skills with you. How much money you really make. Alright, this is the part everybody wants to know. How much money do rope access workers actually make in Australia? The truth is, it varies a lot depending on experience, location, shutdown work, FIFO work, and what industry you're in. A beginner might start somewhere between $35 to $45 an hour doing city work or maintenance jobs. Shutdown and FIFO work obviously pay a lot more, especially once you've got the experience. But one thing I'll say, a lot of people think they'll just get the level 1 tickets and instantly go make 200 grand in the mines. And that's not usually how it works. Most people build experience doing the first maintenance, construction, glazing, shutdown work in the city before moving into bigger paying roles. You can definitely make really good money in rope access, but experience and the attitude matter the most. Biggest beginner mistakes. This is where I think a lot of people get it wrong. The first mistake is thinking rope access is adrenaline and hanging off buildings all day. A lot of the time, it's hard work in the heat, wind, rain, and uncomfortable conditions. The second mistake is buying thousands of dollars worth of gear too early. Most companies already provide the gear, so don't waste your money trying to look experienced before you even have a job. Another huge mistake is having no actual trade or particular skill. Being good on the ropes is valuable, but being good at something else whilst on the ropes makes the difference. Another huge mistake is having no actual trade or practical skill. Being good on the ropes is valuable, but being good at something whilst on the ropes really makes companies want you. Fitness is another big one. You don't need to be an athlete, but rope access can definitely humble people quickly if they're not prepared physically. And honestly, attitude matters massively in this industry. If you're lazy, unsafe, arrogant, or hard to work with, most people won't want you around, no matter how good you look on ropes. Is it worth it? Honestly, I think rope access is one of the coolest industries in Australia. You get to work on massive buildings, stadiums, mines, bridges, high-rise, and all kinds of places people never get to see. But it's definitely not easy. It can be hard on your body, the weather can suck, the hours can be long, and the heights aren't obviously for everyone. At the same time though, there's a lot of freedom and opportunity in the industry. There are so many different paths you can go down depending on what type of work you enjoy. If you're new here, my name is Joshua, and I wanted to start making these videos to give people a real look into the rope access industry without the corporate nonsense. If you'd like to learn more about rope access, the work, lifestyle, the money, and what it actually takes to build a career in this industry, please consider subscribing and following the journey. There's a lot more coming soon.